Greetings and salutations, everyone. Today I'm drawing a Stormtrooper. Now, every now and then I find myself getting into a creative rut. And in order to get out of that creative rut, sometimes I just pick something to draw and I go at it. With this particular case, I asked my roommate to choose for me, and he, being a fan of Star Wars and all, decided for me to draw the new Stormtrooper helmet design. And he also happened to have one of the new Stormtrooper figurines. So I used that as reference. I will say that using a three-dimensional reference is very helpful, and it was a lot more helpful with this one in particular because with every video, I try to give myself a challenge. And with this one, I decided to use the Stormtrooper helmet as a way of practicing creating the illusion of a shiny surface. So I used the helmet portion of the Stormtrooper as the shiny surface. I first start off by applying a middle tone that covers a larger portion of the surface, and in the middle I apply a darker tone. This sort of creates the effect that there is a furthest point away from light and a closer portion. Obviously the visors of the Stormtrooper are the darkest because they're practically pitch black, but on the white surfaces I use different tones of the grayscale in order to create that three-dimensional effect. And I think I pulled it off rather well. But what really sells it is when I apply a white highlight from a gel pen a bit later in this video. I just sort of add little highlights here and there, and it sort of creates this effect that the surface is indeed shiny. And speaking on creating challenges for myself, I would then like to talk about the topic of these videos. The past few videos before this one have been lacking, and it is admittedly my fault. No one else to blame for that. And here's the reason why I think that they have been lacking. You see, I drew this about a few weeks ago, and I drew it alongside a bunch of other small little drawings. And they were mainly there, so in case I lagged behind, in case I was a bit late on uploading a video, I could just have one ready, and in a sense sort of have this collection of ready-to-go videos at my disposal. But I felt like that was possibly affecting the quality that I was putting into them. And so instead of doing that, I want to sort of challenge myself and put myself in the mentality of setting aside one time so I can focus on one video at that time and put in all the necessary care that goes into creating that. And I'm not just talking about the drawings, I'm also talking about putting in the necessary time for the narrations, putting in the necessary time for the editing. And hopefully, then I can see an improvement, and you can see an improvement, and I can therefore be a little more proud as to the creations I'm putting out there. And that's it. Even with a small little video like this, I get to talk about the topics I want, and hopefully you enjoy listening. I like the way it turned out, and I hope you do too. Let me know by leaving a like, and as always, you can check out my videos here. Click on the one on the left to see me draw Knuckles the Echidna, and the one on the right, my most recent one, in order to watch me draw Jak and Daxter from the Jak and Daxter series. Subscribe if you feel so inclined to, and I'll see you all next week. Stay original.